How do you do, and what do you do?
Well, I'm doing fine, and my name is Vijai Nathan, and I'm a comedian.
What are the kind of jokes that you make?
Well, I talk about my real life, so things that just happen. I talk about my parents, my family, and growing up as an Indian in America, so I make fun of my parents a lot. And I talk about music sometimes, anything that's, sometimes just things that happen with my friends. I'm sure lots of funny things happen to you at school.
Yeah.
Yes, so just whatever's going on is what I write jokes about.
Do you ever just wing it sometimes? Like you see something and then you joke about it or on stage?
Yes, I do that a lot. Sometimes with somebody, if I tell a joke and somebody is really reacting to that, I'll start talking to them and kind of find out what their story is. Because if they're laughing at something that I've said, that means they've thought about it themselves and that they might have a funny story. And that's just fun. It's fun for everybody to hear something about somebody in the audience.
Yeah. What do you like to do for fun?
What do I do for fun? I like to watch movies. I like to hang out and do crafts with my niece and my nephews. I like to pretend to exercise, but I don't. and I like to write. I write a lot.
I like to write too.
What kind of stuff do you write?
Well, in school, I was just really good at it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really write storybooks or anything. I read storybooks, but I just wrote paragraphs about just stuff that happened in my life.
Okay.
Sometimes I make up things, but I end up dumping them because they're horrible later on.
Oh, well, you never know because you can save it and then later on you can go back and look at it and it might be
Yeah, I
good.
saved it and time passed. I went back, looked at it, and I hated it, so I threw it out.
Okay, all right. Well, as long as you knew later on, because sometimes I'll write a joke and I'll be like, ugh, this is terrible, and then I'll find my notebooks. I write everything in different notebooks, and I'll come back to that joke and I'll say, oh, okay, it wasn't funny because of this. The idea is funny, but I said it the wrong way, or I need to set it up a different way. So never throw anything away. You never know where you're going to use it later on.
Well, do you have any kids?
I don't have any kids. I have a niece who is 9. I have twin nephews who are also 9, and I have a little nephew who's 6.
Oh,
and so yes, and I'm around them all the time. So they're my kids, but I can give them back to their parents at the end of the day. So everybody wins.
What kind of movies do you like to watch?
I like to watch comedies. I don't like, I like sci-fi, fantasy.
Like Rio 2, Despicable Me?
Oh, I watch those. I wouldn't go to those on my own necessarily, but I did go with my niece and my nephews. I'd go to a lot of kids' movies or animated movies. But I also saw Guardians of the Galaxy. Did you see Guardians of the Galaxy? Is that
She said no.
Oh, okay. Well, you gotta listen to Mom. And I saw Planes, Fire, and Rescue, but I fell asleep. That was pretty